Hey you guys, it's me, Tiffany Roth, and welcome to this week's episode of Tiffany Talks. Now, I created this show to inspire everyday people to have extraordinary lives. Not only that, you guys know I do my workouts every Monday at 9 a.m., Wednesday at 9 a.m., and Saturday at 10:30 a.m. And you guys are chatting so much, like I just want the opportunity to really chat and talk with you too. So this Tiffany Talks is going to be also a conversation. So at the end of the show, based on what we discussed, you guys can let me know, right? What questions that you have, what comments that you have, and I'm here open, willing, and ready to answer all of your questions. Okay, so the topic of today's show is the truth about aging and weight gain. Now let me tell you something about truth. You know what's true is what we believe. I remember when I was younger, I believed that no matter what, after you had children, you were going to be big because everyone in my family that had a child had a lot of weight gain and they never lost it. And I didn't know back then about working out. I didn't know back then about being active or eating healthy. But once you get more information, you can actually change your belief system. So I am going to share a story with you, first of all, about weight gain. Because when I was younger, okay, this is the truth. When I was younger, I was kind of chubby, right? I had like this belly and this butt. And then when I got in junior high school, I realized that, I wanted to have the hourglass figure, but I had kind of like that kind of a figure, right? It wasn't the shape that I had thought I should have at that age, right? So I remember I did this crash diet and I just ate fruit for a whole month. Now the issue was I was growing, right? I was growing and, everything shrunk, got kind of baggy or whatever. And I was like, okay, so maybe this is not the way to go. I started getting back into activity and things like that. I got into dance and I became an instructor and you guys know the rest. But here's the thing. When you think about aging, right, we have certain belief systems that are in the fabric of our society. And so it is about hormones. So when you are a teenager, right, you notice that you get weight gain, you have all these hormones coming at the same time. Then, it's the teenager years, right, like anywhere between, I guess, puberty, 12 to 16. All kind of things go haywire. You're getting boobs, you're getting butt, you're gaining weight, you're losing weight, you're getting acne, all these things. Hormones, they're real, right? And then there is, I say, the college, we call it the freshman 15. And freshman 15, like, I don't know what happens, but maybe, everybody seems to go to college that first year of college and gain about 15 pounds. Not everybody, but it's very common. You can raise your hand. I remember it happened to me. The scale just goes up. Then, I think it happens at around 25, 26. You notice that it gets harder. You can't lose weight as fast. Then you get into your 30s and you notice that it gets even more challenging. And then you have children and you're like, what the heck, right? Why is it so hard to get back? Then you get into your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And you notice about every 10 years, the struggle is real. Right? The struggle is real. Your hormones are changing. So let me explain to you guys what's happening at first. When you're younger, your cellular division, right, is rapid because you're growing. So as you take food in, your cells are constantly dividing and dividing and dividing and dividing. That takes a lot of energy to grow. So you're burning a lot of calories, right? Then as you get older, your cells stop dividing as quickly and then they just kind of stop dividing, right? And then so the caloric expenditure goes way down. So like you're not using as many calories just resting or sitting there. So you notice that there's a lot of weight gain. Now here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? For some people, they have hormonal imbalances. That's real, okay? For some people, there's like medications that they take. That's real. But for most people, what I'm about to tell you, I want you to listen to, what I'm about to tell you has nothing really to do with aging, but it has to do with lifestyle, okay? And here is what I'm going to tell you, right? So, and India, you guys know my daughter, India, she's 8 years old. She's proof of how this works. So, you're younger, right? Elementary school. You're running around, you're doing everything. You play with your friends, you eat, you move, you move, you move, you move. You go to bed at a certain time, you get enough sleep, your family is feeding you. You're not going out drinking and partying, right? You're not smoking, right? You're not hanging out at the clubs, right? So you usually, when you're very active when you're younger, right? And this is what we do, parents. India, go get me that. Can you pick that up? Go upstairs and get this. So kids are constantly running around. So what happens when you become a teenager, right? Aside from the hormones, something else happens. I don't feel like it. I don't want to, you know. I just want to stay on the phone and talk to my friends, right? You just want to hang out, right? And then you are out of the house more, so you're eating more junk food, more vending machines, things like that. So the teenager's lifestyle changes. They're no longer active and running around and doing everything like they did when they're little. So then, hey, that contributes to weight gain. And also they take more control of what they can eat because they're out there in classes and in school. Vending machines start to rule their world. What happens in college, you guys? I'm going to take you through this, right? Oh my God, I gained some weight in college. I remember when I was in college, right? I had never had key lime pie before because we had the cafeteria. I didn't really know what it was. I'm like, it's a lime. It couldn't be that bad. It had a little graham cracker crust. Man, I was carrying like a pie a day up to my room. I was throwing them back and I was eating those pies because I was like, well, you know, I mean, how bad could it be, right? How bad could it be? So in addition to the pies, what happens when you go in college? You stay up, you pull all-nighters, right? You're not getting enough rest. What else do? You go to parties and you drink, right? You drink. What else do? After you party and you drink, you go out to some fast food restaurant and you eat. Hey, that's life. Don't tell me you didn't do it too. And then you say, oh, I'm getting older, it's easier to gain weight. No, your habits have changed. So then what happens? What happens next, you guys? You get into your 20s, you get your first job. Then you're on lockdown, right? So all of a sudden, like the freedoms that you had, you no longer have. You're at some 9-to-5 job, right? And you get in this schedule. So the only freedom that you have is with your food. You start habits like coffee and you start to go to happy hour after work. You go party with your friends after work. Food becomes the main celebration of your life, but something else happens. You have more money, right? So when you have more money than you did when you're in college, you're eating fancier, richer dinners, you're doing different things. And so all of that stuff contributes to your weight gain. What happens next, you guys? Then you get in a relationship and then you sit down, you watch TV. You guys don't go out as much. You're not partying as much. What do? You sit at home and eat, and then you just hang out, you watch Netflix and chill, and you stuff your face in the front of the TV because you're relaxing because you had such a hard day. You also are not running out, hanging out with the friends. You're not going across campus, going to class. None of that stuff is happening anymore. So it's actually your activity level which has changed. Listen, you guys, I think I'm having a hot flash right now. Okay, so then, all right, this is real. This is the hormonal part, right? Oh, okay, it's cool. I got you. Okay, so then you have children. And then what do? You become a human trash can. You cook the food for your kids. You eat all their leftovers, right? You can't go anywhere. You start wearing baggy clothes. Your life just starts to go into this tumbleweed effect of like waking up, doing a feeding system, trying to get to work. Your stress level goes up. Your personal care goes down. Next thing you do, you look at yourself, you go, what happened, right? What happened? Now with the pandemic, this was absolutely obvious for me. I gained like about 10 pounds during the pandemic. Why? I was still working out and eating right, but guess what I wasn't doing? Parking, walking across parking lots, going to see friends, doing extra classes. All that daily activity that we normally do just stopped. And I think everybody felt it. Everybody felt it. What is going on? Interacting, talking, moving. As you get older, you start delegating more, right? You start delegating more. You don't get up and do the things that you used to do. You have your kids do it. Or you hire a house cleaner. You do whatever. All those little extra calories that you did, you no longer do. Then you go, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. right? I'm gaining weight. Same thing happens when you get older. When you get older, you start parking closer to stores because you don't want to walk, because maybe your knees hurt, maybe your back hurts or whatever. Everybody starts bringing you your food, taking care of you, treating you like a little old person, right? So then you start acting like a little old person. Your activity level goes down, your cells are not divided anymore, and then guess what happens? Guess what happens? You start to gain weight. So listen, you guys, I want to tell you the truth about aging and weight gain. You don't have to gain weight, okay? Right? You don't have to gain the weight. What you get to do is check your lifestyle. Keep your lifestyle young, you guys. Keep your lifestyle young. And so another thing, so the first thing I'm going to tell you, what kind of activity are you doing differently than you were when you were at the weight which you thought you were so great? So for me, I remember, listen, you guys, when I was in my 20s and I first started teaching, I was teaching 3 high impact aerobic classes a day. I was working out on my lunch break. I was training, right? And then I was eating very healthy because I was just learning about, how to eat healthy. And so I was like strict. I was eating like my eggs and my oatmeal and all of that stuff, right? And then after I settled in, you started to get a little bit lax in those habits. So that was me in my 20s. I was like 124 pounds in my 20s, right? In my 30s, I started training more. I had more money, right? I had more money. And I started eating more high quality, high calorie foods at the restaurants, you guys. That's something that changed. I was in law school, right? My sleeping schedule went off. I was studying more. I was eating late at night. So then I gained weight. Now, is that aging or is it habit? Right? So just pay attention. Is it aging or habit? How many of you guys stay up late at night watching shows? Oh, another thing people start doing when they get older, drinking and smoking. None of those things happened when you were younger. Your body was clean. You were active. You went to bed at a decent hour because you were a kid, right? And that's why you felt more energetic. That's why you ran around and you went upstairs and downstairs and you got everything for your parents. You found the remote. You did all that stuff, right? So it's not so much your hormones, yes, that's part of it. It's not so much that you're getting older, okay, that's part of it. But the primary relationship between aging and weight gain is lifestyle. It's lifestyle. Okay, and this is another story. You guys know my sister CJ. We were talking about this the other day. When we were in junior high school, I remember we used to catch the bus. We would go to Camp Beverly Hills. It was like this little store that we just really loved. And we would stop at McDonald's. You guys, I used to eat that a long time ago, not anymore. And we would split a meal. We would split it down and we would cut it in half, and that was lunch, right? And there was 2 reasons why we did that. Number 1, to save money. Number 2, because we wanted to be skinny and cute. When's the last time you went to a restaurant and split a tiny little sandwich like that? When's the last time? Okay, so this is a habit that we had when we were very young. When you get older, like, oh no, I want my own meal. Sometimes you order 2 because you have choices. Right? So I challenge you guys. I want you to do this assignment for me. I want you to write down the habits that changed from the time you were in your elementary school, junior high, high school, and then 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I want you guys to actually write it down. Write it down and let me know, what are the changes that occurred? Type it in this chat. Whenever you watch this video, you guys, this is a case study. This is a case study. I want you to write it down. So now I'm going to open this up for conversation. Any questions that you have about aging and weight gain? Because what I'm telling you right now is something that you can do about it. You can actually do something about it. Oh my God, I forgot to hit my pop light. Let me hit my pop light. Bam! Okay, all right. All right. So if you guys have any questions or comments about this, let me know. Let me see who's here. Oh, Teresa is here, right? So eating when you're bored, right? That's another thing, right? Because when you get older, right, you know what happens? You don't have as many friends as you do when you're younger, right? So you have to Like before, you would call your friends out, you would hang out with your girls. When you get older, you're at home, you're tired after work, you're bored, you really don't want to go out, you don't want to get dressed up, so you just eat. It's your entertainment. That's another thing. What are some of the other things that you guys do, the habits that you change, that you know after listening to this video, right, actually change the way you look? Emotional eating. Oh my God, you guys, this is a big one. This is a big one. Emotional eating. Now, emotional eating is tied to it's tied to your personal development, right? That's why I started doing the class, the Mindset Makeover, because emotional eating goes way back to your childhood, to unresolved issues. And it's another one to conquer that. Those unresolved issues, they pop up and they express themselves through food, right? Wendy says, late night eating and watching TV. Yes, that's because you don't have enough fun in your life, right? When you don't have enough fun in your life, you just watch other people's lives and stuff your emotions with food, right? This is what we do. What can you do to actually change that? Go back to some of your old habits. Call up a girlfriend. Go hang out. Go for a walk. Have fun. Get out of your house. Get your own remote control, right? Go get your own remote control when you can't find it. And also be frugal about what you're eating, right? Don't just go to the restaurant and go balls to the wall because you can afford it. And what happened when you were younger, when you were in elementary school? Did your parents let you eat all the desserts that you wanted? Did they? No, they would say, you can't have dessert every day, right? You can't have that every day. They would limit it. But when you get older, you're like, I'm free. I can do whatever I want. So you start eating all the sugar and all the processed foods and all the things that you couldn't have when your parents told you no. Tell yourself no. Tell yourself no. Okay, so what else, you guys? What else? Activity level. Activity level. So when you get older, your activity level goes down. Because number one, you're tired, you're bored, you're kind of depressed about the way your life turned out, right? And then you just sit around and you watch other people's lives and you eat. So how do you change that, right? How do you change that? You must get active, you guys. You must get active. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day. That's the way you get started. 10 minutes a day. Start walking more, okay? Start walking more. Number two, start your social life again. Do something in a group. Get a group of people together and you guys, hey, let's do this 10 minutes together. Create something that's more fun, that's not involved around food, right? Then another thing is like when you park far away. Park far away, so you got to walk to your car. Create habits that you used to do before. Remember when you used to catch the bus? You have to run and catch the bus and do all these things. Once you got a car, man, you stop doing that. So it's not aging, you guys, but I'm telling you, it's lifestyle. It's lifestyle. So get back into a healthy lifestyle that supports the body that you want. So what are you committing to, you guys? What are you committing to right now? Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, first time, yes. Oh my God, Denise, I love you. Yes, Denise is a rock star and she's on fire. She works out every day. She's wearing her cute little clothes. She's energetic. She's eating healthy. This is what makes a change. All right, hey, Ajike. And same thing, you guys. You guys hear me talk about Ann all the time. I watched her by working out and changing her diet, and her from 80, what it was, 81, 82, 83. She shrunk her waist, flattened her stomach, got her little hourglass shape back. Well, what happened? She actually got older and got better shape. It's possible when you change your lifestyle. Now listen, you guys, I'm going to tell you about this. If you saw this video before, this is something that's really cool. And if you want to use your adult money, use it on something like this. This is called the Lumen, right? And I love it because this little Lumen, let me turn it on for you guys. This little Lumen, it actually integrates with the Fitbit. It's something that's personalized to your body. Hey, Ajike, it's personalized to your body. You wake up in the morning, you breathe into it. It lets your body know whether you're burning fat. You put your sleep hours in there, how much you slept. You can put your Fitbit information. You can put your nutritional information, and it personalizes it just for you. Just for you. So if you guys want to get back on the groove, right, and know what's happening with your body, if what's affecting you, is it sleep? Is it your exercise activity? Is it what kind of workouts that you're doing? Then you get to start to be accountable not only to your lifestyle, but to your habits, right? So this helps you with accountability, and I love it because it lets you know when you're burning fat, how many calories and what you're doing. You got it, Gil? Oh, let me know, because we're gonna get on it. I'm gonna start like a daily blow, right, for the Lumen, because what I really love about it is that it's set to your body. Like when you breathe it, you would test, it's set to you. So you really know what's going on with you. It'll be able to tell if something's off, and it gives you recommendations like, you know what, you need to eat some more protein today. You need to eat a little bit more carbs today to keep your energy and to keep you on track for your goals. So you don't have to do it alone. We have the Lumen. All right, there's a link in my description box that you get $50 off. All right, just put my name in, Tiffany Roth, $50 off. Okay, so you guys have any more questions? I'll take a couple more questions or comments, all right? Oh, that's another thing. Water, you guys. Drinking lots of water. Thank you, Cheryl. When you get older, you start drinking oh, you guys, I'm having a flash, right? That's right. I'm having a flash, but right, you know what? I still look cute, right? Because I did my Tiffany Roth workout this morning. All right, so you got it. But your habits dictate your weight gain reality. It's your habits more than anything. That's what you can control. Your habits are bigger than any other thing in your life. So take a look at how your habits have changed from your elementary school to junior high school, college, and you will be able to see what went sideways and get it back, right? All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. If you know somebody, Tatiana, just go to the description box in here. There's a description box under the video, and it'll say, get a discount off your Lumen. It'll take you directly to their website, and then you put my name in, and that will give you the discount. So you guys, I want you to share this video with somebody he needs to know the real deal about aging and weight gain. The real deal. Right, Angelina? I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.